What's up, everybody? Carolina Jackpot checking in December 27th, 2017. It's Wednesday morning. And South Carolina lottery system had a little bit of gaffe on Christmas Day. Let me show you exactly what's going on here. In South Carolina, we have your normal scratch tickets, and we have your instant games here. We have a pick 3, a pick 4, cash 5, Lucky for Life, Powerball, and Mega Millions, as most states do. A lot of states are now offering these instant play games from the online terminal. I know Georgia does a lot of them. I think some of the northern states, I know Pennsylvania does it, where the online terminal will give you, for whatever amount of money you choose to pay, a certain amount of plays on an instant type game, where it's basically a scratch ticket that doesn't scratch. You'll know on this instant type game that you've won or not. We have one such game in South Carolina, and a lot of players don't know about it. It's called Add a Play. You get it, or you can only get it if you buy a pick 3, a pick 4, or a Carolina Cash 5 ticket. When the retailer puts in your numbers for the pick 3, pick 4, the Cash 5, or scan your slip through, whatever, they'll be asked does the player want to add a play, and they can choose to do it anywhere from $1 to $5. On the Add a Play is basically an instant type game. And once again, you can only get this, to my knowledge, if you buy a pick 3, pick 4, pick 5 ticket. I've never seen them just printed off any other way. South Carolinas are relatively simple. They're normally like either a tic-tac-toe style game or a symbol hunt. And they're seasonal usually. In the summertime, they'll have little beach symbols like your beach balls, a glass of sweet tea, sunglasses. If you match them in a row, you win a certain amount of money. And right now, they're doing the holiday cash themed game where you match Christmas trees up in a tic-tac-toe type pattern, which I will show you right about here on a friend's Facebook page. Now, these pictures are all over the internet right now. This is the South Carolina Education Lottery, and it does say on there, claim it lottery. The reason why, a $500 win is 3 Christmas trees diagonally this way, a $50 win that way, so on and so forth. The most that you're supposed to be able to win on a Add a Play is $500, which is not an amount that you have to claim at the lottery. We claim all the way up to $500 they can do in the store. However, on this one, they have 5 plays on there. So that's a decent amount. That's actually more than 500 if you want to look at it and add it up. That's more than that. That's like 600. I know this picture is not the greatest in the world. It's kind of fuzzy. It's like a $615 win when I added it up. Now, the thing about this is it's caused a big uproar in South Carolina because, and I'll show you real quick right about here, what that was from. That was a computer error or a programming error. And as it says here, the South Carolina computer system vendor experienced a programming error on Christmas Day from 551 to 553. That same symbol was repeated in all 9 available play areas. It does say here they're going to make a decision on these. They're suspending that game till further notice, I guess, and validating the game till further notice. So you can't pay it out even if someone won $1 on a ticket they purchased previously. They can't redeem it right now. It says if you purchased it on Christmas Day during that time period, you're advised to hold on to your ticket until a review is completed. Further announcement will be made at the end of the week. Okay, well, people are getting all ass hurt about this and up in arms. They're like, well, the South Carolina Education Lottery is ripping us off. The South Carolina Education Lottery is a bunch of crooks. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, my thing about this game is, guys, nobody buys these. Nobody buys them. In fact, most retailers won't even offer them to you. What happens is you scan your pick 3 slip through, the retailer does. They're asked, do they want to add a play? 9 times out of 10, that retailer's just going to hit no and continue on. You're going to have to tell them before you scan the ticket through, before they scan your ticket through, your play slip, that you want to add a play. I want to get a couple of add a plays, because they're not going to ask you. Because the reason why is, I think a long time ago they started asking people, and when they would ask the customer would look at them just like they farted in church. They had no clue what they were talking about. And then the retailer attempts to explain it. Oh, well, it's this little game, it's this little thing that prints out. And they didn't know how to explain it right. So it just kind of goes away. They don't offer it to you. You have to ask for it. That's my thing. And it said that in this news story from News Channel 4, there was some lady that went around like 3 upstate counties that night, and she ended up winning, or so she thought, like $18,000 because she bought those tickets from all these different stores. Well, the thing about it is, these people knew that something was wrong with the system. They knew that wasn't right. They knew it was screwed up, and that's what happened. And now they're complaining and bitching because there's going to be an investigation conducted. Well, of course there is. I mean, on a Christmas day, how screwy is that the game, the symbol with the Christmas trees on it, gets compromised? How crazy is that? It's extremely crazy. And let's just be real. South Carolina's not going to pay all those winners out. They're just not going to, because most of these people would never have bought those tickets ever. There's probably just one person who caught the gaffe and decided to try it again. I read a story on there about someone who said, I never play the lottery. I just decided to try my luck on this one. Bull. That's absolute bull crap. They knew it because word of mouth gets around. It got off on social media, went crazy for a couple hours, and they went out and they just bogarted all these tickets. South Carolina is not going to pay all those out to all those people. I hate to tell them, they're not going to. They're going to discuss it. It's going to be invalid. If they do pay anything out, it may be a small portion, and they'll probably cap it off at, I don't know, a certain dollar amount, but it's not going to be a lot. And they're not going to pay them for all that. They won't. They just can't. That will hurt the lottery budget too much. And it's unfair to players like me who play the games on a regular basis, buy a scratch ticket about every day. They're out here trying to win something. It's just not right. And it shouldn't be. They're not going to pay these people, and they shouldn't. I mean, it's a computer error. Things happen. There are very smart people in the world, unfortunately, who can do a lot of damage instead of doing a lot of good. And I think that's what happened here. I think a particular individual, compromised this system and caused that to happen on Christmas Day. Thought it'd be a cool prank. Not cool. It's going to disappoint a lot of people. It may damage the integrity of the lottery for a while, unfortunately. But I think that the right thing will be done. What do you guys think about that? It's very interesting, and it's a scenario that I'm not sure that we've been presented with in the past. What you guys think is going to happen here? Discuss. Peace. And I'm out.